G'day everyone, I am SOE and hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are in this fine world. Today's a 5v3 at Grimslade, but before we get started, just like to let you guys know that I have a PayPal option, Patreon, Subscribestar and donation link in the description below if you'd like to support my work and help grow the channel. But if not, helping the channel grow in other ways like liking and sharing the video always helps. So that's greatly appreciated and thank you. Today's replay comes from Captain Gervais, who's commanding the realm of Lothlorien. Lothlorien is one of my favourite factions, and it's a faction I consider number 2 out of the 4 factions that I know in Middle-earth, in Reforged anyway. So my ranking of elves is Madras, Lothlorien, Mirkwood, and then Lindon. But anyway, back to this battle. And he's got some Lorien Axemen here, some Elder Council, Lorien Spearmen, Lorien Warriors, that's a 200 heavy axe unit. We have Lorien Swordmasters, decent melee unit. We have some Lorien Axemen, some Siren Amoth Rangers, March Wardens of the Wood, more Lorien Warriors, Lorien Spearmen, Elder Council, Lorien Swordmasters, Kindred of Celebraun, Watchers of the Golden Wood, 2 of the deadliest archer units in Reforged. Always watch out for them, be careful, and plan your attack accordingly, or you'll pay for it later. Next we have some Karas Kalahon's Guardians, more Kindred of Holy smokes, another unit of Kindred of Celebraun, and some Lorien Archers, and some Gladrian Blade Masters armoured up, hence the silver cloaks you see. When they don't have the armor upgrade, they have a black and maroonish kind of look to them. No silver. I think that's actually it for him. I don't think there's any other troops here. I think I've covered all of them. Except for these 2. We have some March Wardens of the Wood and Lorien Archers down here. Now, we come to the first of his 2 allies. Funnily enough, it's Lindon, commanded by Tommy Wiseau. He's got some Horse Lords of Ulmor, some Mython Lancers, 2 units here. Some Aldrin Blade Masters, some Fondle Marines. I think Tommy Wiseau maybe sees himself as the second coming of Master Blaster. Another skillful micro player that can guide cavalry units through cities and landscapes alike. We'll see how well he goes. He's also got some Mython Marines here, 2 units, and some Fondle Marines. We've got 2 units of Mython Swordmasters, some Mython Pikemen and Noldorin Guard, Harlandon Infantry, Harlandon Guard again, more Infantry, more guard, and he's got the attackers of Ruin right in front of him, so Linda might get into it pretty quickly. And the final defender, I'm curious to see what he does here, is MSQ2, who's got his command the realm of Umbar, and has got some Belaga Pikemen, 2 units, some Belaga Archers, a couple of units there, Naru and Naru Royal Guard, Naru and Naru Sentinels, Casimir's Rangers, Balakith Marksmen, 3 or 4 units of Alcorandas Legion. I'm going to lean towards 4. Trebuchet, and I think I recall Belaga Archers. Possibly some Corsair Blackguards, not sure. And way over here, funnily enough, is hidden, and I can't see. We'll have to come back to them later. Some Adunium Lancers, so he's got some cav out here as well. Alrighty. We come to the first of 5 attacking armies. The first one is Mordor, commanded by Mighty Mirko. Must be related to Mighty Eskimo somehow. He's got some Orc Fodder, some Orc Archers, 2 units, some Troll Drummers, some Olark High. We've also got some Temple Executioners armoured up, hence the silver helms on their heads. We have 2 units of Orc Javies, love those guys in Mordor. We have 2 units of Minas Morgul Chosen, some Bulldogs of Durthang. I'm on the fence about these guys. Sometimes I see them do well, most of the time I see them get cut down. Just be careful, they're pretty vulnerable to arrows and javelins and axes. So yeah, just try and keep them away from skirmishes and get them into the fight early, and make sure they're surrounded by mid to light tier units that could absorb potential javelins and axes. So you want to keep these guys in the fight and away from such skirmish fire for them to be really effective in battle. We also have some Temple Guard and some Adunium Lancers. So it'll be Adunium Lancers versus Adunium Lancers from Umbar, so that's a good matchup. Next we have Y2K86, who's got some Variag Bowmen and command the realm of Khan too, by the way. We have some Nurad Footmen, Looks like 3 units just spread out here. We've also got some pneumatic light infantry. A few units there actually. It looks like we've got some Nearite halberds, I think 3 units. We have some pneumatic axemen. Looks like 2 units here. Some pneumatic marauders, it's a javelin unit. Some Brotherhood of the Axe, and some Nearite Storm Guard. So people aren't usually bringing all the Brotherhood units these days. People just select like Brotherhood of the Axe, Brotherhood of the Sword, Brotherhood of the Lance, and don't really see Brotherhood of the Bow brought that much. Actually, the Brotherhood of the Spear is very iffy. They'll last a long time in battle, but not really known for getting a lot of kills. But in any case, that's all we can see here for Khan, so we'll move on to his ally next, which is Rune, facing off against Lindon. He's got some Eastron clansmen here, armoured up all the way. They'll cost you 100 coin to do that. You can tell they're clansmen because they've got the sword and shield instead of the light gamp rim with the spear and shield. We have the second unit of Eastron clansmen, make that 3, all armoured up. 4 actually. Some light Scion rim, protecting the Dragon's Breath cannon. 5 clansmen, 6 clansmen now, holy smokes. Eastron crossbows, 2 units. Light flag rim, 3 units. And 3 units of light gamp rim. Unsure about any hidden units, we'll have to come back and have a look. Possibly some Kamul Shadow Bows, maybe even some Kamul Shadow Guard. We'll have to wait and see. 4th attacker, Rudar, commanded by Unknown Soldier, who's known to us but only as Unknown Soldier. We have 2 units of Rudar Marksmen. We've got some Rudar Swordsmen. 6 units here. It's gone heavy on the infantry. We've got some Witch Roman Slavers, Harridan Berserkers, and that could be it there. I think he's got plenty of hidden units, but we just can't obviously see them right now. I am a little bit concerned here for Unknown Soldier to have this many swordsmen. I mean, these guys can break easily, and a mass chain rout is entirely possible. So when he sends them in, he's got to make sure they've got some morale boosting units around. Otherwise, this battle's going to end very quickly for him if he sends them in alone. He's also got some Witch Roman Slavers and some Harridan Berserkers. The final attacker, is Grizzly Fox, who needs no introduction. He's got 2 units of Urukai Reavers, some Half-Orc Vanguard, 2 units, some Urukai Archers, Urukai Infantry, 4 units I think, some Nazca High in there. I think we've got some Urukai Crossbows in here as well. Yes we do, I think 2 units there. And some Dundee Clansmen, 2 units. And some Champions of the White Hand that might go toe-to-toe with Umbar and Lindon. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, let's get this replay started, and let's get right in front of Rune where the battle will start first. Enjoy. Okay, so Rune is commanded by the King of Isengard, Artorias. I missed the name again. I'm really sorry, Artorias. Hope you can forgive me. If you can't, there is nothing I can do about that. Okay, Dragon's Breath is reforming. Don't know if they'll start firing. He's got a target here. Lindon has stacked his ranks, and Dragon's Breath cannon can burst through, well, at will, really. It's all a question of how the projectile arcs down. If it arcs down too much, it'll just hit the ground, bounce up right over the city, maybe even over the ledge up top there if it hits the right mark. Like I'm talking all the way up here. This thing can ricochet that high. Easy. Other times they can just like bobble on the ground. That kind of you don't want that. That sort of shot is devastating, especially if you've got a lot of units around. That's just ploughing through. Now, what's actually dangerous here for Lindon is he does actually have a shot here. He does have a shot on Tommy Wiseau's men. Tommy is being very reckless here. If the King of Isengard is smart, he'll target the Noldorin Guard, and if it fires perfectly, all these units here, from here, all around here, are vulnerable and could easily be wiped out. Maybe Tommy recognises the danger because he's moving his guard out of there. Artorias not firing just yet. Keeping an eye on the map, we've got defenders making slight moves. We got Rudar making his way to the foot of the canyon. to the rear entrance to Grimslade. I'm gonna say this is Grimslade's citadel up here. This is Grimslade's most defensible position out of the whole city. Granted, this is pretty good, but if the defenders try to group up here for the final defense, the Dragon's Breath cannon would rip them a new one, and that's understating that. They'll blast them to pieces. There'll be nothing left. There'll be just broken fragments of soldiers all over the place. Now, what we got here? What's Mirko up to? Mirko's heading up this way. Question is why? Why is he heading up here? This is a dead end. Does he know these units are hidden? He can't possibly know they're here. MSQ2's got time this. Oh, okay, he's revealed them. But this is just Orc fighter, so the Warlords should be able to defeat these guys and break through relatively easy. But Minas Morgul Chosen's blocking the entrance. How did Mighty know they were there? That's very interesting. Maybe he did that little trick. Like apparently you press shift or tab or something and hover your arrow over the area, you can see some hidden units. What's this? Oh, no, it's just Warlords giving the Orc fighter a hard time. Probably time to send in the Junium Shadow Lancers, sorry. Junium Lancers, not Shadows. Okay, he's trying to get his Warlords out of there. Warlords are in trouble, bring on the Lancers. Holy smokes, Mordor's general is gone. Oh, he should have revealed these Lancers. Could have helped Warlords out of a tight spot. And in Mighty's mistake here was not leaving his Minas Morgul Chosen in that nice defensive line there he had before. They pretty much blocked off the entrance and left the Warlords no way out, but now they've got plenty of ways out. They're being pursued now by the Junium Lancers. Warlords down to 15. Umbar making the mistake of using his Junium Lancers, his own Junium Lancers, to give his Warlords an edge. His Warlords are in trouble. They're down to 12. Down to 11 now. To their credit, they're staying eager. Ooh, what have we got here? Dragon's Breath reforming, not firing. Halnor Guard still refuses to fire. We got Easteron clansmen here bunching up. Idarius is literally inviting Lindon to attack, and to be honest, this would be a very tempting target. Granted, they're light tier infantry that's armoured up, but being bunched up like that, it's an archer's dream. So, I really commend Tommy for not really taking the bait. Trebuchet trying to take out the Dragon's Breath cannon. I was going to say, commending Tommy for not falling for Ardarius' trick, but I thought bait was a better word to describe it, so that's why I said that. Looks like he's trying to take out the Nithon Marines. Fortunately, Dragon's Breath was off the mark. We got Kindred of Celebrion here. Yeah, like Silent Rim's going to do no help by bunching up there. They think they're defending the cannon crew, but in reality they're not. Kindred of Celebrion, body-piercing ammo, guys. There is literally no purpose in putting units. Oh, okay. Trebuchet just took out one of Dragon's Breath cannons. Ardarius' second cannon in a lot of trouble here. Alright, let's just slow down for a second. Find out what else is going on over here. Okay, looks like Y2K's about to meet Umbar. Umbar's waiting for him down there. I think the Warlords are still going at it. Are they broken? No. They're facing off against 10 Adunium Lancers and mighties chasing them with mini-smuggle, chosen and orc fodder. But now look, the way is clear. MSQ2 can get his lancers out of there if he wanted to. Maybe he's just saving them for late game. Use them as a kind of ambush unit, maybe. You've got some Belagar archers over here, ready to fire in once Y2K moves in. Okay, looks like his nomadic infantry are lining up. Belagar archers though, not firing back. And they're in tight formation. Okay, looks like the cannon's trying to target the Kindred of Celeborn. We've got the Trebuchet still firing. Look, I think if Ardarius just moves this cannon back just slightly, this broken cannon will serve as an impenetrable shield, and it'll totally be safe, but I think it's actually still exposed there to the Trebuchet. And I think Gervais' forces are clashing in the canyon now. We've got Uruk infantry being sent up. Gervais firing in against clansmen and Dunman spearmen. Where's the rest of Gervais' forces protecting his archers? I mean, this is a great position to hold with archers. That's why he set them up here in the first place, but I'm surprised Gervais hasn't sent any forces there to keep Grizzly Fox and Unknown Soldier at bay, at least for a little while the archers fire in at reinforcements. Okay. Looks like he just missed. Okay, Gervais recalling his Kindred of Celeborn. Maybe just getting him into better positions. We've got all sorts of Umla here. Mython Marines. Granted, another tempting target Ardarius is inviting to Tommy, and it looks like Tommy's taking the bait there. His Mython Marines being activated. Remember, at the end of the day, this is essentially just light tier units. Ardarius is just armoured up. It costed him a total of an extra 500 coin to do that. But the idea here is probably to waste as much of the enemy's ammunition as possible before sending up his more elite troops. Before his allies send up their elite troops. So it could be Ardarius' strategy. On the other hand, he's also sending in his Loxosan Rim. Kindred of Celeborn having a field day here. And to rack up so many kills. Or if not kills, do a lot of damage. Doing damage to enemy units is just as valuable as getting kills, because you know you weaken them for late game. And those troops versus your fresh troops in your last stand, odds are they'll give you the win. Like Gambrim, Artery has been very aggressive here. We've also got Eastern Crosswomen down to 83 and 72 here. Okay. Yeah, I thought the crossbows were aiming this way. Okay, so far Tommy's holding, but just. We've got Lorraine Archers over here. Now the council back up there. Mython Lancers throwing their javelins in. Nice work. Okay, we've got Lauren Warriors here. I might have called them an Axeman before, but the Lauren Warriors. Oh, I did see Lauren and Axeman, my bad. Lorian Warrior is just a two-handed heavy axe unit. Lorian Axeman has a smaller axe and a shield. Got that mixed around. Got unknown soldier trying to outflank Gervais's men. It's just that's a broken unit there from the room. Okay, his Lorian Warrior is being overwhelmed. If he doesn't want to lose that unit, he's got to send in reinforcements. It's a bit early to talk about that, isn't it? Conversation getting back to their feet after being hit from a volley from the nomadic marauders. We got arrows coming in from two angles there. It's from Belagrances down there and Belagrances over here. Got to hand it to Y2K. He's drawing a lot of fire there from the MSQ2. Nomadic Roar is being hit, but still got 88 left, so that's plenty. And it looks like Mordor's army is stationed nearby, but not committed just yet. The Adunium Lancers have been activated. I wonder what their target's going to be. I mean, oh, come on, what mighty, what happened? These Nazgul are exposed and these guys are vulnerable to cav charges. This is a big opportunity here for MSQ2. I wonder if he's going to take it. I think he's still got the Warlord's Rumbar up there at the back. I don't know if he sees it. He's not turning. Nope. That is a huge opportunity missed there. I don't know why MSQ2 didn't see it or didn't go for it. It's possible he just directed his troops to go there and just wait. I'm going to go with the fact that he didn't see it. Okay, as it stands now, 19 to 22. And the attackers have forced the defenders to use up a lot of their ammunition. Kindred of Celeborn from Gervais going up there. Gindaloik Cyrim are all right here. I don't see why he didn't just line up his Kindred of Celeborn and just pummel them to high heaven until there was nothing left. What's he trying to achieve by sending them up here? We've got some Camul Shadowbows here. We've got some Syrian Emoth Rangers up here. Don't know if Gervais used up their ammunition or not, but they're caught in the fight. Same with Ornate Archers. Wardens vs Tyrion are here as well. Camul Shadowbows firing. I think they're battling the Wardens there. Yeah, but the Wardens are spread out far more than the Camul Shadowbows. Artery is making the big mistake there of keeping them in tight formation, which is just helping the Wardens pummel them until there's nothing left.
It is coming for us!
Now, Rune appears to be breaking through, but the sad truth is it's really costing him his whole army. He doesn't really have too much left. Kendra Caliborn's targeting the last of the Camille shadow bows. You'd think they'd target the infantry. I mean, unknown soldiers on top of things, he's sending up the Ruda swordsmen to catch out and block off the Kindred of Caliborn retreat. Gervais sees the danger and is trying to get his troops maybe out of there, I don't know. They can't shoot anything where they are right now. What have we got here? Journey length is down to 43. I am not seeing any dead Nazgul. Seeing Bulldogs of Dirthing. No, nothing here. We've got halberds, but they're facing the wrong direction. What is he trying to do here? I don't know. Okay, Belegaris is targeting the Orc Javelins. That's why they're falling back right now. Variatic Bowmen not trying to shoot at the Belegarises. Alright. Horses of Ulmo in the rear ranks of Ardarius now. I think that's Tommy's general right there. Unknown Soldier and Isengard. Grizzly Fox, sorry. They're making a big push. We got Urkai Reavers. Snaga Skirmish is coming up. Now the council better get ready. We've got Fallen Marines, both those units there. Okay, Ardarius' general is down. There's so many arrows coming into these guys. Unknown Soldier breaking through. Fallen Marines yet to start firing. Okay, they're about to fire now. Here we go. One unit's firing, the other one is not. Hey, where's the Kindred of Caliborn when you need them? What we got here? MSQ2 looking for a target. MSQ2 seems to be holding this side of the city pretty well. Tommy's also sent over some Mython Lancers to help out. Ardarius is pretty much toast here. MSQ2 has 3 warlords left. So that was a hard fought battle there, and Rune did take out a lot of Lindon troops.
In the course of battle,
There is not too many left.
It's almost certain.
And a couple of kills there, nothing special. I don't know if Shadowbow is being brought up to the front. Manic Marauders trying to finish them off there. Tell you what, where's the Kindred of Caliber when you need them most? Siren Emoth Rangers. Most of them appear to be in an alright position, but maybe move up the Lawrence Spearman a bit.
Pursue and run them down.
What are they shooting at? So the Marines are firing in. Back to normal speed. I'm trying to sucker punch Rudar and Iceguard, but Axor is coming in. Fallen Marines trying to target the Witchron and Slavers. Alright, they shifted targets there. But Trollshore Axo is here. Gervais is losing this fight. Rudar and Iceguard are going to break through. Question is, what happens next?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, Y2K still not making any moves yet. Paradigm Berserk is destroying the Fallen Marines. Syrinth Amoth Rangers appear to be taking down quite a few of the Rudar Clansmen swordsmen. Looks like they're being such a pain on Soldier's backside, or he's pulling back a little bit, it seems. Forwarded javelins at the ready. There's the Warlords. Delicate Marksman is here. So we've got Y2K moving up some men into the inner city on the right side. It's not looking too good here for the defenders. MSQ2 has some troops on standby, and Tommy's got his horse lords at Ulmer here, but they're pretty much useless in close quarters. No offense to Tommy, of course. But maybe it's time for MSQ2 to pull back to a more defensible position. Looks like Gervais is really struggling up top here. Got some Naldrin Blade Masters, or what's left of them. We've got some Lauren and Spearmen, Saren Emoth Rangers, Herodane Berserkers, Unknown Soldier are up here already. So Grizzly Fox and Unknown Soldier have done a good job reaching this point. And this has really put the defenders on the back foot, because this is supposed to be right here where Gervais is, where the final stand's meant to be made. But the attackers have already taken it. And now it's a real question of what do the defenders do now. It looks like I see some forces getting up on the hill here into the, I suppose, what would you call this? This is like the mansion, or the best place to live in all of Grimslade. Fortunately, it's also the most exposed to the radar cannon, which, if this is to be believed, is nothing. There's nothing they need to worry about anymore. It's out of ammunition, so that's a good thing. So Ruin really played their hand too early by using all the ammunition. If Gervais makes his final stand here, this nice country hilled home, this will make things very difficult for the attackers. This could be why this is a 60,000 frame replay. Wardens with the Tyrion firing in. Oh, I love the blood splatter. Maybe it's a pathfinding issue or something that's forcing the units to group up this way. It's really favouring the defenders. Maybe let's slow down, we can enjoy the blood splatter a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. Good counter from the Herodane Berserkers. Oh, Trollstray Axos. Not bad. Thought that was the Herodane Berserkers. Gotta get the Nolder and Blade Masters in there. They're Lindon's best unit. You don't want them exposed to the Axos. Well, Richard and Slayer is getting shot at by both the Elder Council and then the Syrian Emoth Rangers. The defense is weakening. I don't know how much longer Gervais and Tommy can last up here. The best place for the Wardens, and I think, I thought Tommy was going to do it. I thought the best place for the Wardens would be about here, firing across. Because as you can see, both Isengard and Ruda are pushing up. And the more they push up, the better the target for the Wardens of Elysterion. Got here. Urukai crossbows, and Urukai archers I found. Yeah, Grizzly Fox merging some of his units there. Crossbows lobbing their shots beautifully into the defending troops. Rangers are hiding. See where their bows out. How's MSQ2 faring? Now, just because the trebuchet is throwing rotting meat doesn't mean they're out of ammunition. We've seen this many times before when we think they're out of ammunition because they're throwing rotting meat and then they start firing again. Oh, Mighty Mercos coming out from the side. Who are they trying to kill exactly? Who's here? Oh, I've got some Junior Shadow Guard that's been totally surrounded. Oh, wow. That's harsh. But this would be a good target here for any archers and trebuchet special. That's fighting from the Royal Guard here. Y2K can't really afford that. This is his best melee unit. He's trying to go and outflank his enemy. He's going to try and go through this way through the side streets. Probably try and come out here. Right where the trebuchet is. MSQ2's got to watch out for that. The attackers are trying to outflank him. Royal Guard's shooting up because his enemy's behind the buildings. I think Tommy was trying to plough into the Variag bowman. His horseman got clipped on the Neuro footman. Royal Guards chewing up the pneumatic axeman. With a bugger all shield value. They broke the Neurad footman. MSQ2 trying to hold. He's just got his men there, he's not pushing forwards. Y2K leaving his men exposed here to the Horse Lords of Ulmor, who will take no prisoners. Hang on, this is the General's unit here. Grizzly Fox's General is in Champions of the White Hand unit. Very unusual. It's alright. Defenders putting up a final stand, but they're toast. Don't have enough men up here. Kindred or Celeborn out of ammunition. They should just be in the fight. Gervais should not be leaving them here to be shot to death. And Mython Lancers. Probably run them down to the city. Keep them out of harm's way. Charge into the enemy when they try and go up the hill to finish off Gervais' forces. Maybe. They're definitely going to try and finish off Gervais' forces, so the attackers, that's the whole mission. I'm not giving away anything yet because I haven't seen the end of this.
Afraid something changes in the course of battle. The defeat seems almost certain.
And that guy's been saying it from pretty much the first 5 minutes. You're at Storm Guard under fire from the Royal Guard. A little bit unusual. His general's in this unit. This is the Khandish general. All sorts of Ulmor. Orc fighter broken coming from over here. What is going on over here? And Coronar's Legion down to 13. And what's left of this Legion is down to 19. He's going to try and come and hold the enemy here a little while longer. Oh boy. Things looking a little bit dire here for the attackers. Sorry, for the defenders. But it's 70 to 72. So still bloody close. The Royal Guard must have really chewed up their enemies here, because I'm seeing a lot of dead troops focused around this location. The Trebuchet must have got off some good shots. The next question is, how long will MSQ2 stay here for before he moves off? Where's MSQ2 going? We've got some Harbingers of Casimir. I didn't think I saw these guys before. His marksmen still have ammunition, that's good. And we've got Corsair crossbows, who still have their crossbows out. They got ammunition, he's got 2 units of them. He's got some Belaga pike. There goes Lindon's general. It's a fierce looking orc. Holy smokes. MSQ2 is going to make his last stand here instead of joining his allies. Still, it looks like his plan is to allow the enemy to push their way through. The troops will be forced back, and this little semicircle here will widen as the enemy troops plough their way through. His plan probably is to station his crossbows here on the hill, which have an excellent ability to lob their shots over into the enemy, so they'll probably just lob their shots in as the enemy comes through to try and weaken them and kill them and hold out. So MSQ2's plan is to hold here. How successful he'll be, I guess we'll find out. But it looks like Gervais is sending him some troops. We've got some warg skirmishers over here. Alright, so Gervais abandoned the mansion up top. He's He's leaving his Calhoun's Guardians behind as a rear guard, I suppose, to deter cav charges from Isengard. But he's got to be careful. A charge into the rear of pikemen will work just the same as a charge into light tier infantry. It'll always end badly. He's got to turn around. He's not turning around. He's turning around. Oh, but the skirmishers still have their javelins out. You should never try to run down cavalry with infantry. It will never work. And he's running out of time. Gervais has got to get to his allies. If Khan decides to press through quickly, it'll cut him off. Y2K is on the way, and Mighty's also here as well. Horsos Ulmo. Trying to take out the Olok High. Alrighty, they took down 2 of them. Stormguard trying to cut off the Horse Lords, but they'll fail. Time to run. Yep. Alright, Grizzly Fox is hot on Gervais's heels. Ah, watches the Golden Wood. Providing cover for their pikemen. Grizzly Fox should probably change targets to the Watchers. I mean, Gervais's general is here. Champions of the White Hand need to be close by as well. They could have maybe had a shot at Gervais's general. That's the Royal Guard. I think that was the last unit MSQ2 had in the city.
Watch it!
Just with the war skirmishers just harassing Lothario. Oh. I really like the model of the walls. Really true to the movies. Damn house. There's the Horse Lords. We've got what's left of the Recon Slavers here. I don't know what the Watchers are doing. Yeah, probably take down the Witch Roman Slavers while you can. They're a bigger threat to you than Wargs. How is he shooting 2 targets at once? Where's this guy? Looks like it's more talented. He's got caught in the middle. Oh, Rudar's general's here. Fewer Witch Roman Slavers are getting up each time. Don't know. I think they just got out of range. General just got away. Wow, Horses are almost finishing off the Warg skirmishers. Got Bellicus Marksman up here. Stormguard taking some fire. Tommy's Horse Lord's still causing some trouble, but they're pretty much done. They're out of energy. There's no gas left in the tank. He killed the commanding officer of the marksman unit. So you gotta love Watchers of the Golden Wood. They'll hit their targets almost every time, no matter where they are. Okay, marksman targeting near-out halberds. Yeah. Watchers of the Golden Wood theoretically could hit the Brotherhood of the Axe, and since they're so bunched up, they're a tempting target. Now, it seems like the attacker's plan here is just to sort of pepper the enemy, weaken them, and eventually both sides will run out of ammo and be forced really just to throw all their troops into that gauntlet of death to see who comes out on top. Seems to be that's going to be the play. Targeting the Nazgul. Nice and firing in. A lot of the ammo is actually missing. These damn trees. Targeting the half-orc vanguard. Alright, let's have a look here. Looking at the quick inventory of the defending forces, we got some Watchers of the Golden Wood, still with ammunition. Lauren and Spearmen, Belliger Pikemen, very valuable to hold at a moment like this. Carascals on Guardians, definitely valuable. More Belliger Pikemen, Narrow Sentinels, Harbinger Casimir, Crossbow Corsairs, a couple of units here. More Kindred of Celeborn, Belliger Marksmen. All decent units to hold. These kind of units should be able to hold almost indefinitely, assuming people don't do stupid things like send out a unit of Karandus Legion on their own. What is MSQ2 thinking? Oh, we also got some Lorenan Soil Masters here. It's like that scene in Troy where they sort of march outside their walls instead of holding the choke point. I mean, here they're exposed on two sides. They can be surrounded and cut down. Not a good idea. Joseph set up his Watchers of the Golden Wood. Where's he going? I have no idea what he's doing. Okay, there's the Crossbow Corsairs. They're just hiding up here. It's probably a decent target. Sorry, a decent vantage point. It's relatively protected away from enemy archers. You can't hit them here. Enemy archers have to be around this vicinity to take a shot at them. I half wondered if the enemy could get up here, but I don't think so. Alright guys, we're back. Because Gervais has decided to fire with his kindred Caliborn and send out his watchers to Gun Wood for some reason. Junium Shadowbows out of ammunition. They're looking fierce as ever in their black cloaks. Jeez, Kindred Caliborn annihilating the Urukai crossbow. I am impressed with the Bellicove marksman. Pretty much all their arrows are clearing the ledge here, and the ledge is offering them protection against the javelin fire. Short axe throwers down to one. He's just a banner carrier. I'm not sure why MSQ2 would have revealed these guys. Now what? Oh, this is fun. Sometimes I get very confused with how strong the Kindred of Caliborn are. Sometimes they seem to take out units really fast. Other times it just seems to take them forever to bring down some units. They killed all his buddies but left him alone. He's losing men, slowly, but he's losing them. Okay, targeting the Neurat halberds is a good idea. Alright, so I don't know, it took down about 10, 12, 10. Okay. Right now the attackers are sort of just combining what's left of their forces before they send them in and try and take the final defensive point. Because I'm not really sure what to call this. It's just like a courtyard, fancy castle. I haven't really seen the defenders try to make a last stand here before. I mean, some players I've seen set up in this spot, but never actually end up here. Usually they always end up at the top of that hill. But we usually see these replays end all the way up here. But the defenders lost that point surprisingly quickly. And they held on to the lower parts of the city. Oh, that's really cool. Nice lobbing shots there from across their crossbows. Don't know what they'll do now. So I've got the deep breath before the plunge moment here. Everyone's just staring off, wondering who's going to make the next move first. Alright, we'll do some more cut here, come back soon. Watchers are going to be finishing off what's left of the Urukai crossbows. Still have their bows out. They're reloading. They found their next mark. Holy smokes, they're trying to kill the general. Snugger trying to fire. Appears they have not that much upper body strength. All the javelins seem to lodge into the top of that ledge there just before it reaches the watchers. If it was a little bit higher, they get a lot of kills, or at least they'll do a lot of damage to that unit, but they just keep missing. They're broken. Relic marksman out of ammunition. Alright guys, we're back. I gotta do some small cuts here because there's long periods of time where they just sort of stare off against each other. Like the attackers really, for some reason, don't want to try and charge into this choke point. Try as the javelins might, but just can't get the javelins into the defending forces. Most of the javelins just keep lodging into the side of the hill here. The adjoining lancers from MSQ2 have returned. Champions of Whitehand being targeted by the Kindred of Celeborn as they pursue them. MSQ2 is not running here. Oh, we're just cutting them down like butter. And now the champions don't want to come back this way because they don't want to give the Kindred of Celeborn a shot. Which is what the Kindred is probably waiting for. $80 to $79. That's a bit better. All javelins getting some good fire into the Kindred of Celeborn. I haven't seen a decent volley like that until now. But Kindred of Celeborn's responding, and Mordor can't match that. I'm surprised the Orc Archers though aren't firing. Now they are. Orc Archers down to 104 after that. 12. Ah, Kindred out of ammunition. Alright peoples, we have our first engagement. I don't know how close I can get. Very tight here. On the wrong move and the camera gets screwed up. Probably best to keep it at ×2 speed because, well, we've got a long way to go. And this attack seems to be very, very slow for some reason. We've got all catches against Lorna and Swordmasters. The Swordmasters are killing it, but it's just taking them a little while to cut through. Ah, here comes the Nazgul. I think they would speed things up a little bit. Nazgul taking no prisoners. This one Nazgul here has a habit of stabbing people and chopping their heads off. We've got the Casimir's Rangers. They're trying to target the forward and javelins. What have we got here? That's the Adjunium Lancers. Miscuity just charging them away. Doesn't want to charge them back. Okay, so the reason for this stalemate is sort of like this. The attackers have plenty of javelins left over and they want to use them, but can't because the defenders won't station their troops at the choke point mouth. And they can't use their javelins until they get in past the choke point, which is going to be heavily defended if they try to assault it. So both sides are really stuck between a rock and a hard place. If either one tries to leave their place of strength, then they can't use the full advantage that their units have or bring to the battle. Watchers are going back on the ledge, firing into the troll drummers or Nazgul High. Oh bugger, then they stop firing. Temple Executioners trying to provide morale support, I guess. The attackers should just realise they're not going to coax the defenders out of their hiding hole. And if the defenders try and get out of there, they'll just be shredded by all the javelins that the attackers can bring to bear. We've got 4 of them javelins here as well. But Grizzly Fox is charging in, the first brave player of the remaining attacking forces. And Mighty Merker might say, what about me? He said, yeah, but you went halfway with your Nazgul, but you didn't go all the way. And nor would I expect you to without the rest of your army. Hey, would you not look at that? We've got Snugger Skirmishers here. They can lob their javelins over, straight into the Carascalps and Guardians. Crossbow Corsairs on the ledge. Casimir's Rangers, for some reason, not taking advantage of the ledge yet. It'll be ×2 speeding it because it's going to be really grindy, but we'll stay on it. Crossbow Corsairs is firing away. So it looks like Casimir's Rangers. Watchers of the Golden Wood are on the ledge but don't have their bows out because they're out of ammunition. So I don't know why they're on the ledge. Now's the time to push. The Nuzga higher here, what's left of them. They're dropping pretty quickly. That's that one. They're down to one, I think. That's forward and javelin fire as well. Harvey's and Casimir in the fight. Nazgul's in the fight here too. Oh, we've got Casimir's Rangers here. A good position. Unfortunately, this is probably going to discourage the attackers from pressing. Oh no. Y2K still coming in. You better hurry up though. The Nazgul got out of there. Bulldogs of Dirthang here now. It is 85 to 89. Seriously, Mirko's gone in with his elite troops. His allies have got to back him up. Body piercing is body piercing. You just got to run through it and get soldiers into the ranks of the Casimir's Rangers. I mean, look, it's a clear path for them. They get some troops in there, they shut them down, they try to mass push their way through this gauntlet while Casimir's Rangers are occupied. They're in guard mode, that's why there's some of them still firing. 85 to 90. So the attackers are having some trouble getting their troops through the choke point. Once the first troops in that unit start attacking, it slows down the rest of the units and it takes them a while to work their way up to the front. Unfortunately, it seems to slow everyone else down, which is a great detriment to the attack, because it's buying more time for the Casimir's Rangers to go to work and do damage and weaken the enemy troops to the point they pretty much collapse after only fighting for a little while. So my question that I want people to answer in the comments below here is, in this situation, how would you break through? How would you disrupt the defense, break through it, and wipe out the defenders? What units would you send up first? And what units would you use to sort of push your way through it and break the deadlock? I'm curious to know what kind of faction people would think is best suited here to break through a hardened defense, and what units could do it. And while trolls might seem like a good answer, the odds are that you'd have trolls in the final attack is almost slim to none. I mean, yes, Mighty Mirko had some trolls left, but he didn't have too many, and they fell relatively quickly. I know I was fast forwarding, but they didn't seem to do much damage before they were taken down. That's probably what I'm getting. Got to times 2 speed it. Casimir's Rangers still have ammunition, but for some reason got pushed into the fight. I think it was an accident. 87 to 92. Can't understand his Brotherhood of the Axe. And we've got Brotherhood of the Sword. I didn't see these guys before. The Samurais in Middle Earth. Okay, so Khan's pretty much going all in with his best. We've got a nice V for victory formation here from the attackers. The defense will try and press him in, catch him in a vice. Yeah. And that little vice thing provided a nice little focus of the general's death. Gorgeous. Okay, Nearad Storm Guard's been sent up along with the Temple Executioners finally. It's 90 to 95. The Defenders are pressing hard. Fallen Javelin's trying to even the score here. And they pretty much opened the left side of the attack. '92 to 96. Who are you shooting at him now? Oh, it's just Casimir Ranger fire. 93 to 96. Temple Guard out of ammunition. Oh no, they still had ammunition, but just been charged into the fight anyway. We've got crossbow Corsairs firing again. Okay, Mighty K, the Sausage General. It is 95 to 97, very, very tight now. I'll probably slow it down just for a little bit. So the defenders are trying to sally out a little bit to catch him out of the defenders in the courtyard there. Foreshore axe throwers firing in. '96 to 95.
avenge him.
Okay, Champions of the Right Hand kills MSQ2's general in the courtyard.
Our army is tiring.
97 to 97. After 58,000 frames, that is impressive. We're down to our last few thousand, and if I am calling it now, which I think I am, I think the defenders will hold on here and win this day. I don't think the attackers have enough troops left over. We've got some Temple Guard here, but they won't be able to contend with the remaining defending forces. It just doesn't seem likely.
How our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
See, what might have tipped this back in the attackers' favour is for the defenders to sort of sally out a little bit. Champions of the Right Hand got a nice charge there on the Velica Pipe and broke them. 98 to 98. Oh, nice fight back here from Ruda and Isengard. 99 to 98. Holy smokes, the tables have turned. The attackers might walk away with this victory here.
In the course of battle, the defeat seems almost certain.
And I do believe that's the Ruda General.
Watch it!
'99 to 98, yep. Somehow the Harbingers of Casimir were toasted there. And the collapse of the Velica Pikemen certainly didn't help things. Here we go. Unknown Soldier's going to finish things off for us.
Fleeing the battle. Rally them. Our enemies have snatched
That's it.
victory from us like thieves in the night.
Close defeat. Yeah, that's saying something. Well done to Grizzly Fox, Unknown Soldier, Ardarius, Y2K86, Mighty Mirko on their victory. I wrote them off there at the end and I spoke too soon. I would have lost money there if I bet on that. So well done to the attackers for proving me very, very wrong. That being said, Captain Gervais, 3,295 kills, MSQ2, 3,084, Tommy Wiseau, 3,095, all respectable kill counts, all defenders really contributed there. Unfortunately, they lost the top too early, I think. Just not enough troops up there to hold back Ruda and Isengard. It was just too much for him. Ardarius certainly did his bit to weaken Lindon. He took down a lot of troops with him of Lindon. There wasn't too much left after Lindon. Sorry, there wasn't too much left of Lindon after Ardarius' attack. Y2K and Mighty Mirko seemed to just weaken MSQ2, drive him back, and had enough in the tank just to finish him off. I thought the attackers were done. So that was nice work there between Unknown Soldier and Grizzly Fox to bring that battle back from the brink, just when it looked like it was safely in the hands of the defenders. Really well done, Grizzly and Unknown, for tipping that. Well done to all attackers. Well done to all attackers. Not taking anything away from you, but you got to admit, Grizzly Fox and Unknown Soldier worked really well there to snatch victory there at the very end. Looking at the kill count, Watchers of the Golden Wood 188, Kindred of Celeborn 362, 273, Karas Kalahon's Guardians 160, Lorenan Swordmasters 129, got as low as 64, Lorenan Warriors ranged from 135 to 156, Lorenan Axemen ranged from 106 to 155, Lorenan Archers ranged from 286 to 315. Nice work. March Wardens of the Wood ranged from 175 to 199. And Siren Amoth Rangers 284. So great kill counts. All the units did good to excellent. And it's just really unlucky there for the defenders to lose that one at the very end. But great work. for the great work by the attackers, especially to Grizzly and Unknown Soldier. Grizzly with his Champions of the White Hand that broke the Belaga pikeman. I think that really was the tipping point that snatched victory for them at the end there. By breaking that pikeman, MSQ2 lost a key component to his defense, and everything just sort of fell apart after that. I don't know how the Sentinels succumbed to the Champions of the White Hand. Harvingers of Casimir were definitely taken down by the Troll Short Axe Throwers, so it was really brave of Unknown Soldier to push through. He managed to get the shots off that he needed to, and just well done to him. Thank you to Captain Gervais for sending in the replay. That was a great battle. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.